All right, we're about ready to get underway with game number 2 for the Fargo Angels. A bit of a delay in getting the game started. Prior game before us ran long. Finally getting things going. Angels coming out, facing off against the host home team, Hutchinson, in the first game here today. Starting off in the face-off, Sandy, face-off 1, sent back to Tweeten. Tweeten tried to feed it across to Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumps it up along the boards up to Johnson. Johnson playing forward today. Stick lift by Hutchinson, trying to get situated here. Pass out front. Went wide of the net. Dumped along the board behind the Angels net by Hutch. Pressured, dumps it into the corner. It's picked up by Hutch, carrying it around the far side. Centering pass. Should have ripped the shot. Sent it out to the point. That shot is going wide. Early whistle by the official, recognizing that he was going to be blowing his whistle before the puck was frozen, admitting the fault there. We'll give him that one. Line change for the Angels. Angels down one player here for this first game. Hence Johnson playing forward. Player had prior occasions for the first game. They will be back with us for the 8 o'clock game tonight. Dump from the corner up to Olsen, out of his reach. Shot from the point. Skate saved by Steinhaus. Cleared wide by Noah. Puck goes out his own. Pressured by Erickson. Slapped down now into the far side corner. It's going to get picked up by Hutch, wrapping behind their net. Centering pass. Broken up on the play by Scott. Cross ice pass. Picked up in front of the Angels bench, walking in, trying to get a shot. Pressured and stopped by Noah, allowing an easy save for Benjamin Noonan, goaltender. It'll be a face-off now, far corner, blocker side of Noonan. Sandy with the draw. Face-off won by Hutch, slapped wide. Odd decision for a face-off win in the offensive zone for Hutch. Struggling to get the puck behind the net, was pressured by Noah. Picked up, cleared up to Bolte. Bolte trying to feed it back to Tweeten. Kept into the point by Hutch. Dumped into the near side corner. Chased down now by Tweeten. Will Tweeten, a really nice backhand pass just out of reach of Johnson. Walking in was the Hutch defender. That'll be a stick save for Benjamin Noonan. He'll hold on to it with his glove. Getting another whistle and stoppage of play. Jack Scott with the face-off, wins it over to Noah. Noah immediately pressured by a Hutch player. Gets it up to Erickson. Erickson trying to feed it up to Olsen. Hit traffic, bounced up into the near side corner. Dumped out towards the point, walked in by Hutch. Cleared out by Noah into the body of Scott. Scott, cross-ice pass just out of the reach of Erickson. That'll be an icing whistle, and that'll bring the puck back down to the Angels side of the rink. Looks like face-off will be near side this time, glove hand side of Benjamin Noonan. Face-off by Scott, tied up into the skates. Nice job by Scott using the skate. Kick it over to Tweeten, picked up by Olsen. Olsen tries to backhand it up, pressured by a defender. Carried out of the zone now by Scott. Scott carrying down into the Hutch end. A centering pass, no one streaking far side for the Angels. Dumped back in by Erickson. Olsen going for it, stick tied up by Hutch player. Hutch recovering, breaking it back out of the blue line. Cross-ice pass, unsuccessful. Carried across the center red line by Tweeten, picked up by Olsen. Olsen trying to backhand it to the center. Poke checked away off of Scott's stick. Nice job by Steinhaus walking up, poke check away. Battle in the neutral area now. Jumped up by Tweeten, up to Olsen. Olsen walking in. Olsen rips his shot, hits the side of the skate of a Hutch player. Grabbed by Tweeten, and offsides will be the call as Tweeten dumps the puck back into the zone. And Olsen still on the other side. Face-off by Sandy, controlled by Hutch, skating now back down into Angel zone, picked off by Bolte. Bolte dumping the puck along the far boards, picked up by Sandy. Sandy now walks in, he rips a shot just wide of the net. It's picked up on the near side point by Noah. Noah's trying to feed it up to Bolte. Recovered by Hutch, kept in again by Noah. Recovered by Bolte, he gets pressured and lost the puck in the battle. Hutch recovering far side. Pressured by Johnson. Johnson still on it. Pass broken up by Sandy. Sandy with a pass out front. Loose puck in front. Bolte trying to find it. Recovered by Hutch. They're going to decide to send it all the way down. It will be icing. And a line change opportunity for both teams with a face-off back in the Hutchinson zone. Jack Scott, number 86, with the draw, won by Hutch, picked up near corner, carrying it behind their net, trying to hit their breakout pass, broken up by Eriksson. Olsen feeding Olsen. Olsen's one-timer shot went just wide of the net. Nice setup and a good opportunity. Carrying it back down now, getting through the skates of Tweeten. His Hutch picked up behind the Angels net by Noah. Noah ties the puck up, does a good job of feeding it up to Olsen. Olsen pressured along the boards, was feeding it to Scott. Bouncing puck, nice leg save by Noonan. Carries the puck wide, stripped away by Eriksson. Recovered by Hutch, passing near side to the defender. Shot was going wide. It'll be a glove save. I think they're probably going to count that as a shot on goal, and they did, even though the puck was going wide. Not from the vantage point of the scorekeepers, though, in the bench or in the scoreboard area. Face-off by Sandy, won by Hutch. Shot from the point, deflected off the skate of Steinhaus. Picked up by Sandy. Sandy feeding it up to Bolte. Bolte trying to go across to Johnson. A little bit of a whiff on that. Recovered by Hutch. The defender now carrying it. Cross-ice pass up to the winger. Bouncing puck unrecoverable. Centerman comes in for Hutch. Walking around. Nice save by Noonan as they cut in from the far side corner. Beating Steinhaus on the far side. Now we will have a face-off in the Angel zone with Sandy taking the draw. Bouncing puck. Sandy wins it perfectly over to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus carrying it around the net behind the Angels. Poke checked off of his stick. Steinhaus grabbing it. Stripped away by Hutch. Dumped up by Bolte, recovered by a defender who chips it back up the boards. Tweeten stepping up, gets the puck to Bolte. Bolte across to Sandy, trying to give it right back to Bolte. Big hit by Steinhaus, sends a player hard into the boards. Cutting in from behind, stripped away off the skate by Sandy. Shot from the point, leg save by Noonan, cleared out by Steinhaus. Steinhaus gets helped by Sandy. Sandy grabs a loose puck in front, sends it out to the neutral area. D pass by Hutch. Walking in is the Hutchinson defender. Humongous hit, and Steinhaus is going to get called now for elbowing, as his elbow on the check was high. And so that'll be a penalty now on the Angels with a face-off down in the Angels zone. It'll be the first power play opportunity of the game for Hutchinson. And scoreboard issue, as everything just went black, as you can see. That might be are we really that late? 12:30 game? Indeed we are. Must have been some wiring issues. They got people in the box. There, we got it back on. Wire must have came unplugged. Everything's still up and running. It just got disconnected from the control panel and the scoreboard, so everything's up, ready to go. Getting the penalty board up. There it is. 2 minutes for elbowing. Assessed to Brady Steinhaus, number 20. Face-off won by Hutch. Passed out to the defense. Shot from the point. That puck hit the far side post on the deflect. Recovered the far corner. Sent out to the point. Point shot broken up by Olsen. Here's Scott recovering the broken up pass. Scott feeding it out to Olsen. He's pressured. Carried back into the zone by Hutch. Dumped back out to the point. Walking in. High shot from the circle. Nice save by Noonan. Recovered by Olsen. Olsen feeding it up to Noah. Noah trying to get the puck out of the zone, is able to do so. Puck's going to carry all the way down, and it'll be a whistle and stoppage of play for icing. 8 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the first. As you can see, a minute 24 left remaining on Steinhaus's penalty. Face-off, recovered by Hutchinson in the corner. Nice poke checked away by Noah. Slapped behind the net by Hutch. Carried around far side. Hutchinson still trying to figure out what to do. Passes it back to the corner. Brought out to the point. Nice job by Jack Scott pressuring. DDD pass near side by Hutchinson. Trying to regroup, figure out what they want to do. A one-touch pass attempt broken up, pressured by the Angels. Loose puck now, kicked away by Tweeten. Tweeten timed the puck up, gets helped by Scott. Puts the puck behind the net, recovered by Hutch, poke checked away by Olsen. Olsen pressuring a player who had kind of graciously tapped the puck, trying to get it up center. Loose puck now behind the net, picked up by Noah. Noah feeding it up to Scott. Scott bounces the puck. Scott looks extremely fatigued. Carried back in, poke checked away by Scott, recovered by Hutch. They're going to regroup once again in the neutral area. Come steaming in, trying to create some momentum. Poke checked away by Tweeten. Carrying the puck behind the net, looking for an outlet. Circling up out front. Nice turn shot by Hutchinson. Blocker save by Noonan. Cleared out of the zone by the Angels, and that'll bring it all the way down. It'll be another icing whistle. 9 seconds to go on Steinhaus penalty before he's allowed to come back out and rejoin his team. That'll be a near side face-off, left-hand side of Noonan, down in the Angels' end. Hutchinson doing a fine job of keeping the puck down in the Angels' side of the ice. Face-off won, and a shot. Face-off was won by the Angels. One directly towards Noonan, picked up immediately by Hutchinson, and buried into the back of the net. That will be a power play goal for Hutchinson. And with that goal, that'll terminate Steinhaus's penalty and bring face-off back out to center ice. Face-off by Sandy, won by Hutchinson. Dumped up along far boards by the defense. Skated now pressured by Johnson. Johnson still skating with the player, carrying the puck behind the net. Johnson still on him. Drop pass by Hutchinson. Sent now out to the point. A little bit of a fobble. Pressured by Bolte. Able to get it out towards the point. Shot from the point. Save cleared up wide by Erickson. Unable to get there is Johnson. Loose puck now along the boards. Poke checked away by Sandy. Recovered again by Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumping the puck along the boards. Going to get picked up by Bolte. Bolte's got to skate to the puck. Hutchinson is doing a better job than the Angels of winning races to the puck, especially in the Angels zone, something that they're going to have to adjust and fix if Angels want to have any chance of having some puck possession in their favor. A DDD pass by Hutchinson. Cross-ice pass, broken up center ice by Sandy. Shot towards net by Johnson. Carrying now behind the net by Hutchinson, chased down by Johnson. They're going to continue to skate it back down once again into the Angels zone. Both checked away initially by Olsen, sent back in by Hutch player. Brought back into the Angels zone, picked up far side. Big hit by Scott, overskating the puck there. Steinhaus, puck out front. Walking in from the point, went just wide. Loose puck now behind. Centering pass was a whiff by Hutchinson. Tying up the player was Scott. Slapping the puck hard into the boards is Erickson. Hutchinson still able to come out with the puck. Sends it out to the point. Shot from the point. Saved by Noonan. Cleared wide by Erickson. Picked up far side by Johnson. He's able to get a stick on it. Puck coming out now. Recovered in front of the bench by Hutchinson. Send it back into the Angels zone. Recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten's going to carry it now behind the net. Sends it up to Olsen. Olsen couldn't get the puck out. Shot, glove saved by Noonan. Tweeten losing an edge. Tweeten goes super hard into the boards. Olsen now carrying the puck. Get it out! A little bit of a wake-up call as the Angels are struggling big time to do anything. Tweeten there passes it to nobody except the Hutch player. Hutch able to get a shot off while being guarded by two Angels players. Big hit by Steinhaus. Dumped out now by Tweeten. Gets the puck out into the Hutchinson zone. Recovered. Get a line change for Angels. Brought back in center ice and dumped in off the skate of the official by Hutchinson. Recovered in the far corner by Noah. Noah feeds it up to Johnson. Johnson taps it past Sandy, who was going up. Kept in again by Hutchinson. Shot towards net. Recovered now by Noah. Noah dumps it up along the boards to Bolte. Bouncing puck over Bolte's stick. Kept in at the point by Hutchinson. Centering pass by Hutchinson hit the side of the net. It's cleared out by Noah. Icing called off. And pressured by Bolte behind. Bolte poke check the puck away. Tied up behind the goal line. Gets helped by Sandy, who's in front. Johnson was there, but too far back out, and now we're going to have an icing penalty, or an icing call, rather. And the whistle will stop play and bring faceoff back down in to the Angels zone. Hey, start moving your feet! Doing way too much standing around, waiting for something to happen instead of actually playing the game. If you want to sit and watch a game like that, at least buy a ticket for admission and sit over here with us. Shot from the point into the corner by Steinhaus. Picked up behind the net by Olsen, sidestepping a check instead of going for the puck. Covered near side by Hutchinson. Olsen battling along the board, stepping up by Noah. Kept it into the zone, bounced off the boards. Picked up behind the net by Hutchinson. Hutchinson able to get the puck out of reach of Steinhaus. Picked up in the neutral area, dumped wide by Hutchinson. It's going to get picked up by Noah. Noah's going to skate the puck now behind the goal line, pressured. Sends it back down where it's going to be recovered again by Hutchinson. No, icing will be called and brought back down into the Angels' end. Angels looking like they all decided to go and sit in a hot tub this morning before coming here, being really sluggish with muscles that are moving in slow motion. They got to go a little bit better than that if they want to be able to compete. Face-off won by Sandy, picked up in the far corner by Steinhaus. Steinhaus feeding it up to Bolte. Bolte, cross-ice pass over to Johnson, sends it off the boards behind Johnson. It's going to get picked up by Hutchinson in their zone. Dumped along the boards near side. Picked up, carried out of the zone. Slapped up by Tweeten to the stick of a Hutch player. Recovered by Bolte. Bolte now feeds it up to Sandy. Sandy gets pressured along the far boards. Sent back in the Angels' direction by Hutch. Trying to clear wide. Covered by Bolte. Bolte dumps it into the zone behind the goal line. Not a bad idea to dump it in, but I tell you what, if you're going to be doing dump and chase, you have to actually start skating somewhat to win that foot race. Otherwise, literally all you're doing is giving the puck possession to the other team. Cross-ice pass by Bolte, broken up by Hutch. Carrying it back down into the Angel zone. Slapped up by Tweeten. Again, just giving it away. Passing to nobody. Tweeten's pass out to the neutral ice to where there were 4 Hutch players waiting for it. So graciously thankful to him. Pass from behind the goal line right out front. Tried to clear it was Tweeten. And the loose puck was smothered by Noonan, putting an end to it. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first period. Shots heavily in favor of this Hutch team, 16-2. That's unacceptable in my opinion. They must do better. Face off. It was won by the Angels, and possession immediately controlled and regained by Hutch. Loose puck now, far side, picked up along the boards by Erickson. Erickson, stick lift, couldn't get it out quick enough. You got to be moving your feet. Shot by Hutch behind the net. Loose puck now, pressured by Noah. Picked up near side by Olsen. Olsen, cross-ice pass to Erickson. Erickson immediately pressured, couldn't get the puck out. And it will be an offsides call, as the puck did go back across the blue line with Hutch players still in the Angels zone. Puck slapped forward by Angels. Chasing it down is Olsen. Hutch recovers, sent it to the stick of Scott. Picked up by Erickson. Erickson on the spin, couldn't get a shot. Tied up is Scott in the corner. Erickson prevented from getting over to pressure the puck. Checked away by Scott. Lost it in the skates. Scott gets hit hard into the boards. It's carried back out by Hutch. Picked off by Tweeten. Tweeten winds up. He rips a shot. Glove save, and he'll hold on to it as the Hutchinson goaltender. That will be a whistle and a face-off. It looks like there was no whistle, and they were told to continue playing. Kind of a weird play there. Cleared wide by Noah. Feeding it up was Olsen. Pressured by Johnson. Johnson with a poke check, recovering the boards behind the net. Picked up by Sandy. Sandy, no one there, and there's going to be some penalties being assessed coincidentals to both players. One from the Angels, that'll be Jack Johnson, and number 19 for Hutchinson. Looks like they'll both probably get 2-minute penalties each for roughing. And those penalties will not go up on the scoreboard, so it'll remain 5-on-5, as it was coincidentals from behind play. So 5-on-5 for the remaining 44.7 seconds, and then whatever remains above the minute 16 of the 2-minute penalty. And then the 2 players that are in the penalty box will have to wait for a whistle once that minute 16 ticks away in the second period. Carried back in by Hutch into the zone, walking past Steinhaus. Centering pass by Bolte right to a waiting Hutch player. Erickson with the puck. Headmans it up to Steinhaus. Steinhaus pressured on the play. Recovered by Hutch. Offsides will be the call, as it was dumped into the zone by Noah, and that'll be a center ice face-off for the offsides shot. Face-off where Noah had shot from. 15.8 seconds remaining in the first period. Face-off won by Hutch against Sandy. Dumped along the boards. Recovered far side by Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumps it back up along the boards. Trying to flip it up out of the zone was Sandy. Shot from the point. Recovered. Humongous stick save by Noonan. And that'll be a massive save, keeping the puck out of that net. A wonderful save by Noonan on that stick save on the slide across, as Hutchinson, to be fair, had the Angels beat, ready to pop in goal number 2. We'll have a brief intermission for ice resurfacing, and we'll be back at it here in Hutchinson for period number 2. We are back. We're moments away from starting second period, fresh ice. It'll be fast-moving pucks, fast-moving players, fresh out of a pep talk. Pretty nice facility here in Hutchinson. Nice vantage point for me as they have, see if I can't get it in a shot, a nice scaffolding setup that I have that I'm standing on. It's on wheels, allowed me to get up above. Great for viewing games. So any issues of camera placement, well, I got to admit that'll be 100% human error today. There's no excuses. Coming out to start second period is Jack Scott, Erickson, and Wilson. On defense, Steinhaus and Noah. Face-off sliding forward by Hutchinson off the draw. Dumped into the zone. And picked up far corner. Pressured by Scott. Puck wrapped along the boards by Hutchinson. Recovered near side by Noah. Picked up by Hutchinson. A quick shot. That shot sounded like it maybe hit off the crossbar. Puck pressured in the far corner by Olsen. Loose puck picked up behind the net. Centering pass broken up by Noah on the shot from Hutchinson. Carried out from the point. He puts on the brakes. Tries to feed it over. Sends it to his D-man. Nice step side. Shot towards net. Saved by Noonan. Picked up near side by Hutch. Hutch carrying the puck out again. Shot. That was deflected off of two skates. Stick saved by Noonan. Cleared wide into the corner. Recovered by Hutchinson. Centering pass broken up by Steinhaus. Recovered by Hutchinson. Far side pass. Walking in from the dot. Nice setup by Hutchinson. Just a little bit outside. A perfect setup shot. I love those types of setups where you hit a guy on this posted far side of the net and it's just a tip in. Dumped along the boards out to the point. Couldn't get there was Erickson. Pressured now by Steinhaus, sent along the far side by Scott, out of the reach of Olsen. Shot from the point, stick saved by Noonan. Recovered behind the net by Hutchinson once again. Hutchinson much quicker at getting to the puck. Pass from the point, back into the corner. Battle along the boards, sent from Noah up to the boards. Standing and watching is Erickson, forcing the defender to go and get it. Steinhaus covers the puck. He sends it back out where it will be recovered by Hutchinson deep in their zone. Carrying it now behind their net. Centering pass up to a waiting forward. Cross-ice pass couldn't be received. Recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus puts on the brakes. He's pushed off the puck. Recovered by Sandy. Sandy tried feeding it up to Olsen. High shot hits Steinhaus, cleared out by Bolte. Bolte feed it up to Sandy. Santi had lost it, tried to stop it there, was Tweeten. Puck went between the skates. Tweeten up to Olsen. Olsen mismanaged the puck, kept in by Hutchinson. Chased down now by Tweeten in the far corner. Pass out to the point, broken up by Bolte. That will have the puck getting picked up now and carried behind the net. Pressured by Olsen. Getting past the intended forward for the Hutchinson. DDD pass with Steinhaus to Tweeten. Tweeten dumps it in. Pressured now and skated by Sandy. Hutchinson chips the puck up along the boards. Not sure what Eriksson was trying to do there with the stick off the ice. The puck was right there, but his stick was up and it's like he was just holding the player there. It's fine if you're going to try and hold the player, but use your body to do that, to separate him from the puck. But my God, for all means, make sure that you're aware that the puck is loose. Everything you do has to be to gain possession of the puck again. Don't just be a body that's holding there. If the puck's there, that's your target. That's your goal, is to get that thing. Don't just sit there and stare at it. Face-off dumped into the zone after the draw by Hutchinson. Centering pass broken up by Noah. Hutchinson recovers behind the net. Feed it out to somebody who was waiting. Near side pass. Out center, picked up by Scott. Carried out of the zone now by Eriksson. Eriksson dumps the puck into the skates of Scott, to where it's easily recovered by Hutchinson. Brought back into the Angels zone once again. Carried in far side. Shot wide angle. Glove saved by Noonan. Puck picked up by Bolte. Bolte dumps the puck hard along the boards. It's going to go all the way down, and it will be an icing whistle. Stoppage of play, getting a line change for the Angels. With a face-off back down in their zone. Angels looking more tired than they did at the end of yesterday's game. You know, it is more difficult when you only have 3 defenders being a man down. Hopefully they'll be able to counteract and get something. Nice poke check there by Steino. Shot from the point by Hutchinson right into their own player. Chased down now by Eriksson. Recovered by Hutch. Dumped along the boards. Going to get picked up by Hutch. Centering pass broken up by Scott. Recovered by Hutch. Carrying it back across the goal line. Sidesteps over Noah. Centering pass broken up by Steinhaus, almost inadvertently directing it into the net. Olsen passing the puck up through Eriksson. Recovered by Olsen. Olsen skating down now. Had no puck protection when he was trying to get the puck deep in. Sent in by Scott. Wrapped along the boards. Picked up far side by Noah. Backhands it to a stick of a Hutch player. Hutchinson able to skate it back out of their zone, where Noonan will see the puck sliding towards him, and he'll immediately freeze it with his glove, stopping play. Hey, find your passes, Angels! Face off now by Sandy, picked up near side by Steinhaus, charging forward. Puck just out of his reach. Chipped up out of the zone by Sandy. Pull checked off the stick of Johnson. Recovered by dumped it up far side. Recovered center ice. Pressured by Johnson, allowing Steinhaus to recover. Sent it right to the stick of a Hutch player. Centering pass, broken up, cleared wide by the stick of Noonan. Picked up near side by Johnson. Dumped it along the boards right behind the net. Beat out front. One-timer shot went just wide. Dumped again behind the goal line. Picked up, this time shot towards net, hit the post. Hutchinson starting to recognize that the guy that's having the puck behind the net, he immediately, as soon as he gets out front, even without looking, is sending it right in front of the net, knowing that he's got a teammate there. Shot on net there by Bolte. Save, cleared up, dumped up by Hutchinson. Swiping for it was Tweeten, recovered by Hutchinson. Pressured now by Scott. Centering pass. Couldn't get there. That was offsides. That was a major offsides that was missed, as Eriksson came in on the line change and never crossed on this side of the blue line and caught a pass about 5 feet on the other side of the blue line. No idea how that wasn't called for offsides. Shot on net though, counted for Eriksson. Face-off won by Scott. Shot towards net by Olsen. Loose puck cleared up by Hutchinson. Bringing it out, picked up by Olsen. Olsen dumps it back into the Hutchinson zone. Chased down now by Erickson behind the goal line. Recovered far side. Backhand kept in at the point by Tweeten. Loose puck bouncing in the center slot. Bouncing puck still remains. Recovered near side by Tweeten. Tweeten carries it up along the boards. He puts on the brakes, changes direction, finds an open slot where no one was at. It's going to get kept in and chipped up out of play as Noonan was trying to dump it. Or not Noonan, Noah. Jude Noah, number 10, was trying to dump it in, and it got deflected off of a Hutch player's stick and up and over the bench on the Angels side. So that'll be, since it went off of a Hutch player's stick, and it wasn't directly shot by the Angels player out of bounds. That's why the faceoff was brought down into the Hutchinson end. Similar like if it was icing. Faceoff controlled by Hutchinson. Puck had gone into the skates of the official. Great job by Steinhaus. Keeping the puck in here at the point, losing it on a poke check. Recovering it briefly before Hutchinson was able to get it. Near side pass. Stripped away off the stick of Bolte, brought back down by Hutch number 24. Brought out to the point. Hutchinson 19 couldn't handle the puck. Poke checked away here by Sandy. Sandy, his stick gets tied up into the skates of the Hutch player. Recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus sidestepping, knowing he can't get into the zone. Everybody on the Angels, Sandy, instead of skating sideways and horizontal like that, should have. Bouncing puck high in the air. On the rebound, cleared out this time now by Steinhaus. Pressured by Scott. Huge blocker save by Noonan. Recovered by Bolte. Bolte feeding it up, flipping it up out of the air. Bouncing puck now. It's going to be a foot race with Scott. Scott pressuring Hutch here in their zone. They're able to hit it up near side. Centering pass to a nice cycling forward 35. Player's going to put on the brakes. He gets pressured by Noah. Noah recovering, sends it up to the behind the stick of Johnson. Kept in point by 19. Slapped behind the goal line and recovered by 20. Stripped off his stick by Scott. Out at the point, pressured by Johnson. Stepping up there was Steinhaus. Loose puck still remains. Slapped out of the zone by the Hutch player's stick that was pressured by the Angels. Sandy's stick still laying on the ice at center ice after losing it in the skate. Loose puck. No, here's Erickson. Erickson winds up. Shot low and a rebound. Almost got kicked in, and there will be a whistle as the net got pushed off its moorings when the goaltender trying to make that sliding leg save on the rebound. Decent opportunity for Erickson. A little bit of a mismanaged puck handling by Hutchinson there, allowing Erickson to streak in and get a short breakaway. Off the draw, 2-on-1 opportunity by Hutchinson. Nice recovery by Hutchinson. Pushed off the puck by Steinhaus. Right after the draw, nice opportunity that Hutchinson had. Pressured far side player puts on the brakes. Centering pass. Picked up now by Steinhaus. Cleared out of the zone by Tweeten. Sent to the defense of Hutchinson. A little bit of a bobbling of a puck. Sent off the skate of 35. Pressured now by Tweeten. Tweeten dumps it in. Icing called off. It's going to be picked up now by a Hutch defender. Carrying it around their net near side. Dumping it up off the boards. Went a little bit too far. Was stopped by Steinhaus, but he's immediately pressured by 35. Helped by 25. 35, the puck carrier in near side. Pushed along the boards by Sandy. Pass from Erickson right to a Hutchinson player. Not even an Angels player. Dumped into the zone by Hutchinson. It's going to get picked up behind the goal line now by Steinhaus. Steinhaus on the turn, feeding it up to Erickson. Erickson chips the puck up along the boards where it's sent down to a Hutch defender. Hutchinson sends it up far side, streaking forward with Tweeten, overskating the puck. Hutchinson winds up, gets a shot, glove save cleared wide by Noonan. Chipped up to the point once again by Sandy. Erickson now is going to send it all the way down, and that will be icing and a whistle. And a face-off back down near side blocker hand of Noonan in the Angels' end. Nice face-off win by Sandy. Picked up in the near corner by Noah. Skating along the boards. Dumps it over. Out of the reach. And too quick and unable to get there was Bolte. Bolte pokes it out into the center ice still. Poke check off stick of Sandy. Brought back in by Hutchinson, number 11, the puck carrier. He's going to cut in towards the middle, get towards the net. His shot went just wide, missing the near side post. Dumped up out of the zone by Noah, sent to the center by Sandy, picked off by Hutchinson back in. Dumped up by Tweeten now. Pressured along the far boards by Bolte. Hutch sends it back down across the goal line. Picked up now by Noah. Noah feeding it up. Sidestepping a Hutch player. Noah still carrying the puck. Poke checked away by 10. 10 coming in. Missed tripping penalty there that Tweeten got away with. Picked up by Noah. Noah's pass up through the skates of Johnson. Kept in by Hutchinson, near side corner. Centering pass missed on the whiff. A backhand pass by Noah gets it back out of the zone. It will be recovered in the Hutch end by one of their defenders. Pressured by Johnson. Poke checked away by Johnson. He's going to feed it across to Olsen. Olsen, have your stick down! Loose puck now. Olsen sending it up to an intended defender. Picked up easily by Hutch. Hutch carrying the puck near side. Nice toe drag getting around Noah. Pressured by Noah, allowing Johnson to recover. Picked up and dumped along the boards. Pressured by Scott, far side. Carried off the boards by a forward. Slapped up forward by Steinhaus. Kept in the point by Hutch. Circling in, the bottom of the circle is 10. 10 centering pass behind his intended streaking forward. Kept in the point by 34. Puck wraps along the boards behind the Angels' net. Picked up far side. Shot towards net. It's stopped by Noah. Noah able to backhand the puck out as it was still loose, as Noonan was trying to cover it and freeze it with his puck. And that'll be an icing whistle and a face-off back down now in Angels' end. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in period number 2. Face-off won by Sandy. Slapped up by Steinhaus, dumped along the boards up to Erickson. Erickson pressured, unable to get the puck further up. Kept in along the boards by Hutch, sent to center by Sandy, picked up by Hutch, shot towards net. Dumped along the boards by Tweeten, kept in at the far point, where it's picked up by Hutchinson. Centering pass attempt, broken up by Tweeten. Loose puck now reaching for it with Sandy. Shot! Big save by Noonan, recovered in the far corner by Hutch. Pass along the boards behind, dumped as he was pressured. Streaking in was another player, recovered now by Sandy. Sandy feeds it up. Bolte, no idea where the puck was whatsoever. Wrapped spin was the defender, carrying it out of the zone was Steinhaus. Loose puck now picked up by 11. 11, far cross ice pass. Don't know how you can't read that. Driving in his shot, went wide of the net. Chipped up along the boards was Erickson. Carrying it down now is going to be Sandy. Sandy recovers the puck. Couldn't handle the puck while he was coasting into the corner. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen battling for it now behind the net. It's going to get centering pass picked up by Sandy's to the stick of Erickson. He's tied up. Couldn't get a shot off. Hutchinson recovers. Kept into the point by Noah off the stick of Erickson. Recovered in the corner by Hutchinson. Move your feet if you're going to be pressuring a puck. You cannot coast like that. Pass up by Noah to Scott. Scott dumps it in to the zone. It's going to be recovered by Hutchinson behind their goal line. Pressured by Olsen. Pass up. Swing and a miss by Johnson. Kept in by Scott. Scott decides to dump it near side. Giving it back to the Hutchinson defense behind their goal line. Pressured now in the far corner by Johnson. Bouncing puck through the skates of Olsen. Recovered by Hutch as they carry it behind their net. Stepping up from the point is Noah. Noah's shot. Glove save. Recovered behind the net. Overskating the puck was Johnson. Going for the puck there was Tweeten. A weird play of events there, and now we're going to have a penalty. It will be assessed to Will Tweeten. He'll get a 2-minute for elbowing. And that'll be a face-off back down in the Angel zone. And another penalty kill with a power play opportunity for Hutchinson. Face-off won by Hutchinson, passed out front, deflected down, cleared wide by a Hutch player. Battle in the corner by Noah. Loose puck gets around, walking in is defender. Shot towards net, hits traffic, gets cleared wide by Steinhaus out to the point. 19 winds up, he rips a shot, goes wide of the net. Puck bouncing now far boards. Noah tries to clear it out, gets some help by Sandy. Hutchinson is going to recover in neutral area. They're going to get a regroup. Cross-ice pass off the stick of Bolte. He backhands it down into the zone. It's going to be skated about as slow as you can possibly skate in human possible history by Sandy to try and pressure the puck. Cross-ice pass broken up by Noah, bouncing the puck off the boards behind the net. Recovered by Steinhaus after Hutchinson beats Steinhaus to the puck. DDD pass far side. Walking in is 34. Centering pass by 10. His shot broken up off the stick of Scott as he lost the footing on the play, and the puck gets deflected up into the netting above the glass, so that'll have the whistle blow the play dead. 26 seconds to go in period number 2. 58 seconds remaining in Tweeten's penalty. Faced off by Scott. Bouncing puck off the draw, out to the point. Shot from the point. It's going to be a glove save by Noonan. He will hold on to that one. Off the draw, Olsen slamming forward, slapped out of the air by 11. Pressured by Olsen, dumped back into the zone by 11. Picked up in the far corner by Eriksson. Eriksson turning, giving it to no one except a Hutch player. Literally just giving them the puck. Why are we doing this? Shot from the high slot, nice leg save. And the whistle, or the horn, will bring period number 2 to an end. And that'll bring us to a real brief intermission break before kicking off period number 3. For anybody out there in the Cosmos that might be a fan of comedian Mitch Hedberg, I just noticed the last name on the back of this fellow's sweatshirt says Dufresne. Makes me laugh because Mitch Hedberg had a joke that started out Dufresne party of 4 for a reservation. And how when Dufresne Party 4 doesn't show up, nobody's concerned that an entire family is missing. A little bit of humor, even if it's bad humor. Period number 3, moments starting getting underway. Face off by Scott. Won by Scott through the stick of Noah. Noah backhands it down into the Hutch zone. Chased down in the near corner by Olsen. Olsen continuing to chase by cutting in front, dumping the puck, but is the Hutch defender, picked up near side by 3. Nice forward centering pass to 30. 30 charging in near side. Pressured by Scott, sends it out to the point. 34 now with the puck. stripped away by Noah and Olsen, recovered by 3. 3 is going to cycle in the neutral area, feed 30. 30 sidesteps Erickson, who looked like he was standing still. Covered by Steinhaus. Angels now back at full strength. Puck battle still along the far boards, recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus charging up now through center ice. Steinhaus is coming in, shot on target, leg save, picked up behind the net. Pushed off the puck there was Olsen. And here's Hutchinson back on the offensive. Coming in, poke checked away by Sandy. Erickson, the loose puck was right in front of him. Have your stick on the ice, and Erickson could have gotten that. Puck recovered in front of the net by Tweeten, sent near side by Olsen. Olsen feeding it up to Sandy. Sandy, number 2, skating in. 2-on-2 opportunity, sends it far side. Poke checked away by Erickson. It was going to be a nice pass, and we're going to have an interference call against Hutchinson as Sandy was finally sent into the boards after the play. That will be a face-off down in the Hutchinson zone and a power play opportunity for the Angels. I believe this is the first power play opportunity the Angels have had in this game. Sandy taking the draw. Face-off won by Sandy, slapped to the high slot, cleared wide by Hutch. Puck sent in by Tweeten, poke checked away by Bolte as it was intended to go to Sandy, recovered by Hutch behind their goal line, sending it off the boards. Hits a weird divot in his boards where the player's door entrance is in the corner. Kept in at the point by Tweeten. Tweeten sends it up to Bolte, who dumps it behind the net. We've got a one-man advantage, and yet Hutchinson is still winning foot races to the puck, pressuring it was Johnson and Sandy. It's kept in at the point by Noah. Sandy walking in. Sandy rips a shot, gets deflected high up over the net. Puck kept in at the point by Tweeten to the stick of Bolte. Bolte mishandling it, sent out to Tweeten. His shot on target. Save a little bit of a fumbling of the puck by the goaltender before he was able to freeze it. Now we're going to get a little bit of a line change for the Angels and Hutchinson. Minute 15 to go in the penalty. 12 minutes 44 to go in period number 3. Off the draw, puck tied up, streaking forward was Bolte. Loose puck now near side. Sandy comes in trying to get it. Gets some help by Steinhaus. Kept into the point by Tweeten. Shot went just wide. Recovered by Hutchinson. Sidestepping over Noah. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Nice save by Noonan. Player loses a tire. It's going to be picked up now by Noah. Noah sends it up to Steinhaus. Steinhaus tries dumping the puck further up. It's kept in by Sandy. Puck lost along the boards. And a penalty is going to be assessed now for interference again on Hutchinson as Steinhaus was taken down on the play. Now it'll be a 5-on-3 for 41 seconds. And with a 2-man advantage, there is absolutely zero reason why the Angels shouldn't have puck possession this entire time. And if they don't, honestly, there's something severely wrong. Face-off won by Hutch into the corner, pressured by Olsen. Walking in to grab the puck is Scott. Scott walks in. Scott rips a shot, hits the side of the netting, dumped along the boards by a defender. Centering pass by Olsen, picked up by Hutchinson, and that will be an icing whistle. And another face-off back down in the Hutchinson zone. 20 seconds remaining on the first penalty. A minute 40 seconds remaining on the second penalty. Face-off won by Hutch into the corner, carrying the puck and tying it up along the boards behind their net, doing a really good job of eating time off the clock. That's exactly what I would be telling players to do. Pass from Sandy out to Noah. Noah back across to Steinhaus. Steinhaus rips a shot, stopped by Erickson. Shot from the point by Noah. Erickson is going to have his stick in the direction of the puck. You cannot stop the puck. You just have to deflect it. Centering pass. Found its way going all the way through. Pass from the point. Loose puck. Scott wasn't ready for the pass across from Erickson. It was a wonderful pass forward from Noah up to Erickson, who fed it across. Just not ready to capitalize on the situation. Gotta always be ready. Always, always, always have to be ready. It'll be a 5-on-4 penalty or a power play now for the Angels for another minute 4 seconds. Sandy setting up for the face-off. Face-off 1, puck out to the point to Steinhaus. Steinhaus taking his time, walks in, sends it across to Noah. Noah feeds it down to Erickson. Erickson unable to catch the pass. Picked up far side by Sandy, dumps it out to the point. Kept in by Steinhaus to Bolte. Stepping in was Noah, but it will be whistled offsides on the play. Puck battle off the draw, slapped forward by Sandy. Here comes Steinhaus. Steinhaus rips a shot wide of the net. Hit your target. Loose puck now near side. Bolte couldn't keep the puck in. Helped by Sandy to Noah. Noah, the puck carrier, dumps it up to Erickson. Erickson unable to catch the pass. Broken up that pass by Sandy from Hutchinson. Kept in. Sandy's wide angle shot. Blocker save. Cleared wide by Hutchinson goaltender. Picked up far side. Centering pass broken up off stick of Bolte, and offsides will be the call again as Noah dumped the puck into the zone with Angels still in the area. 13 seconds to go on power play opportunity. Bolte setting up far side. Face-off 1, sent wide by Tweeten. You can't pass a puck in the air and have it bounce over a teammate's stick. Passes have to be on the ice. I'm not sure how they're not understanding this concept. That is so frustrating. Pushed off the puck was Olsen. Got both teams back at full strength. Cross-ice pass by Hutchinson. It will be an icing call now. Having the puck brought back down into the Hutchinson zone. Just under 10 minutes to go. With 9 minutes, 58 seconds officially on the scoreboard. Here comes Sandy to take the draw. Chipped up out of the zone by Hutchinson. Carrying it down now. Shot went deflected wide off of Steinhaus. Winning the foot race against Steinhaus was Hutchinson with a pass. You're going to deflect the puck. You've got to also be chasing it. We've got to just stop posting. We've got to stop watching the game and actually want to participate in it. It's that simple. Nice save by Noonan. Point blank. Face-off won by Sandy. Possession regained by Hutchinson. Recovered by Tweeten. Dumps it off the boards. Up to Bolte. Bolte chips it up off the boards, allowing Sandy to come into the zone. Sandy's going to get pushed off the puck in the near corner. Recovered behind the goal line by Hutchinson. Far side pass. Overskating it. Kept into the point by Noah. Slapped forward by Hutch. Dumped back in by Bolte. Pressured by Sandy. Cleared wide by Hutch. Shot trying to clear it out right into the side of the official. That's got to hurt. Dumped out of the zone now by Hutchinson. It's going to get picked up in the Angels end by Noah. Noah feeding it up to Tweeten. Reaching for it. Bounces off his stick. Goes to a Hutch defender. Forwarding pass. Deflection. Will be icing now. Even though it was tipped, it was sent by a Hutch player and tipped by a Hutch player, still on the side of center red line, so icing is the call. Icing only waved off if the tip would have occurred from an Angels player's stick. Jack Scott with the face-off. Face-off won by Hutch. Picked up in the near corner, carrying the puck behind their net, pressured by Erickson. Erickson swiping to break up the puck. Cross-ice pass, bouncing off at 25, pressured by Steinhaus along the far boards. Coming in there was Scott. Centering pass, broken up and saved by Noonan. Dumped along the boards by Hutch. Going to get it is Steinhaus. Coming in was a Hutch player with a really nice backhand pass. Stepping up was the defender. His shot was just wide. Pressured near side by Olsen. Recovered with tons of time. Loose puck now. Trying to swipe it was Noonan. A high-flying shot with a couple Angels players dodging out of the way of a slow-moving puck, allowing it to get through all the way to Noah, who thankfully was able to make that save after having been screened in such a manner. Sandy now with the face-off. Face-off won by Sandy, bouncing off the skate of Tweeten. He gets tied up, recovering the puck in the near side corner. Goes and puts on the brakes behind the net, chips it up along the boards to Bolte. Bolte trying to feed it up to Sandy. Sandy able to headman it up to Johnson. Johnson losing it on the turn, recovered by Hutchinson defense, chipping it up along the boards to the stick of Tweeten. Tweeten trying to use the boards. Sends the puck into a Hutch player's stick. Was recovered by Sandy, but immediately stolen away by Hutch. Driving forward was Steinhaus. They get a shot off. Saved by Noonan. D-to-D pass by Hutchinson. Right back. Dumping it off the boards. Stopped by Tweeten. Tweeten pressured. Couldn't get a pass off before he had somebody on him. Recovered by Hutchinson. Swiping was Sandy. Loose puck from Bolte off the stick of Johnson, right to Hutchinson defender, near side pass to a waiting winger, wins the red line, sends it down, gets bounced off the puck off the skate of the official. Steinhaus to Olsen. Olsen feeding it to Scott, just out of his reach. Puck picked up now by a Hutch defender. Pressured by Scott, sends it near side, bouncing the puck off the boards. High flying puck grabbed by Olsen. Tries to slap it through the body of a Hutch player. Olsen loses a footing, goes down on the play. Loose puck now. It's going to get dumped towards net by Tweeten. Saved and cleared wide by 34. 34 carrying it behind the net, dumps it along the boards. Overskating it was Noah. He loses a footing, and that should have been that could have maybe been interference, but nothing called on it. Puck battle now. Swiping and swinging was Olsen. Olsen feeds right back to Scott. Scott trying to find the puck to Erickson. Erickson feeding it back to Scott. Scott slow moving, trying to battle with what looks like a swarm of bees around him from Hutchinson. Shot from the point. Loose puck dribbling there would have been an opportunity for Olsen, allowing Hutchinson to grab the puck and just leisurely skate it back out of their zone once again. Carrying it over the blue line, poked up away by Steinhaus. Steinhaus dumps it up along the boards, right into traffic. And now we will have a whistle on the play, and we're going to have too many men on the ice, as number 8 for Hutchinson was on the ice right in front of the ref, actively participating in the plays. You can count there's now still 5 players on the ice, with number 8 having just left, so somebody that was on the ice is going to have to serve a too many men, 2-minute penalty for Hutchinson. It has to be somebody that was on the ice. They can't just pick a random player. There it will be. Looks like it's going to be served by number 11. So this will be another power play opportunity for the Angels. Let's watch and see if they can capitalize. Off the draw, shot from the point by Bolte. A deflection attempt by Erickson. Overskating out there was Sandy. Cleared out of the zone now was Hutchinson. Skating down to get it is Noah. Noah recovers the puck down in the Angels zone. Tries feeding it through the skate of a Hutch player, grabbed out of the air by Bolte, slapped back in by Hutch, recovered by Noah. Noah sends it up to Erickson. Erickson up to Bolte. Bolte had the puck tipped off of his stick by Steinhaus. Sandy sends it up to Erickson. Erickson dumps it to nowhere. Picked up now by Hutchinson. They tried banking it off the glass, and it looks like it went up and hit a player on the Hutchinson bench before coming back into play. So that'll be a face-off. It should be a face-off down in the Hutchinson zone. It looks like it will be. 5 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the game. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in the Hutchinson too many men penalty. Scott lining up to take the draw. Face-off won by Scott. Passed out by Sandy to Steinhaus. Steinhaus stick handling instead of shooting. Allows Hutchinson to easily put a stick in the way. Recovered behind the net by Scott. Scott passing before looking. Sends it to where Noah wasn't. Recovered by Noah. Dumps it up along the boards to where no one was. Recovered by Hutchinson. Hutchinson centering pass. Deflected off the stick. Noah chips it up. The stick of a Hutch player. Near side pass now by Hutchinson. Their shot bouncing was saved by Noonan. Chipped up by Steinhaus to Olsen. Going for it with reaching with one weak hand was Scott. Recovered by Hutchinson. Passing back to their defense. They're going to try and send it all the way down. Tipped by Tweeten, so icing called off. Tweeten banks it up off the boards. Unable to catch it was Olsen. Olsen swiping for the puck. Offsides is going to be the call. Some super slow motion now occurring. Well, I can't just say now. Just continuing of slow motion style hockey by this Angels team with the offsides here. Stopping play. We've got 23 seconds left of a one-man advantage for the Angels. Make no mistake about it, they have one extra guy on the ice than Hutchinson does. Off the draw, puck comes forward, goes near side to Erickson. Erickson pressured, sends it to a jumbled up area of Hutch players. Sent into the zone by Tweeten while Bolte was trying to vacate the area, so that'll be another stoppage of play. 10 seconds remaining in the one-man advantage. Sandy coming out to take the face-off. Face-off won by Hutch to their far side winger. Carried out of the zone, pressured by Sandy. Puck now behind the goal line. And we will have Hutchinson back at full strength. Charging forward is number 11, fresh out of the penalty box. Shot on target, saved by Noonan. Picked up now by Tweeten. Tweeten puts on the brakes, changes direction. Feeds it up to Bolte. Bolte stick off the ice. You can't catch a pass when your stick isn't on the ice. Puck dumped now along the far boards. It's going to go all the way down. It will be on target, so it'll be saved by the goaltender, stopping icing. Chipped hard along the boards. Picked up near side by Tweeten. Tweeten taking his time to get the puck, allows Hutchinson to immediately get on him, bringing the puck back down into the Angels' side of the rink once more. Angels decide to give it right back to the Hutchinson defenders. Coasting towards the defender was Steinhaus. Dumped back into the Angels' zone by Hutchinson. Chased into the corner by Tweeten. Tweeten backhands it to Noah waiting behind the goal line. Noah standing still, wraps it hard along the boards, giving it right back to Hutchinson again in the neutral area. Defense back pass by Hutchinson. Forwarding pass recovered by 8, walking around Scott. 8, or number 10, he rips a shot, save off the face mask. The cheese grater of Noonan, recovered by Hutch, walking in front. It's going to get sent now down by Bolte all the way down, so that'll be an icing whistle and stoppage of play, bringing it back down to the Angels' side of the rink. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Hutchinson more than doubling the shots on net of this Angels team, with the official tally so far, as you can see, is 36-14. Timeout being called on the ice now by the Angels bench. We'll have a brief break before getting back to the remaining 2 minutes, 25 seconds of period number 3 here in Hutchinson. I sure hope that the Angels players are able to find some rest, get some fuel in their bodies, figure something out to try and jumpstart their motors, at least going into the 8 o'clock game this evening against Prior Lake. Because I watched the Prior Lake team face off against the Apple Valley Burnsville team right before this game, the Apple Valley team being the one that the Angels played yesterday. And what I saw was the Prior Lake team, although they're not massively huge in body size, they're quick, they can skate through the puck, not coasting, and they know how to pass the puck fast and well. Puck dumped in from the point by Hutchinson, banked off the boards, recovered in the near far corner by Hutchinson. Battle now is Noah behind the goal line. Noah trying to get it up to Erickson, able to get there. Erickson, don't know what that was, losing his stick, reaching for the puck. Walking in is the defender. Nice leg save by Noonan into the corner. Recovered by Hutchinson with 3 Angels players, and a Hutchinson player still gets the puck. Olsen decides to send the puck right out front. Kept in at the point by 11. Olsen tying up the player. Loose puck now picked up behind the net by Noah. Noah feeding it up to Steinhaus. Steinhaus sends it near side to Olsen. Olsen streaking up. Olsen loses, sends the puck in, sidestepping. Sidestepping a body check, and a whistle on the play as the Angels pulled their goalie. I believe the whistle called the play dead as the 6th attacking forward that came on the ice. I believe it was that he came on the ice before the goaltender was close enough to the bench. But in my experience, that would be a too many men penalty. Face-off won by Hutchinson, carrying it down into the zone was attempted by Steinhaus. Flipped up high by Hutchinson, recovered in the Angels zone by Noah, carrying it behind their net. Noah passes it up to Scott. Scott gets the puck back from Steinhaus. Scott walking in, shot towards net, bouncing puck behind the goal line. Recovered by Steinhaus. Not one person, all 3 forwards for the Angels were by the goal line. Not one of them was posted in front of the net, which is ridiculous. Puck battle now along the boards. Empty net for the Angels. Loose puck now coming back down into the Angel zone. 44 seconds to go in the game. Recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus sends it up to the stick of Olsen. Olsen's cutting in. He rips a shot. Gets deflected off a Hutch player's stick. Pressure now behind the goal line by Sandy. Waiting in front of the net is Erickson with his stick off the ice. Goaltender finds a loose puck on the pass out front. Freezes it. Stops a whistle. Just under 30 seconds to go in the game. Angels net remains empty. Taking the draw is Sandy. Stick off the ice was Olsen. Puck went through his skates and sticks. Shot towards net by Sandy. Cleared wide by the goaltender. It's going to get tied up along the boards by number 10. Again, another smart. Not one person knew where the puck was when they were going in to hit the body. Not one person knew where the puck was. Finally carrying the puck out was Sandy. Shot towards net was Bolte. It's going to go wide. Picked up near side by Tweeten. Tweeten saw the puck going. He stops going, and that'll bring us to the final buzzer, and the Angels will fall to a Hutch team which appeared that they simply wanted it more, and they actually decided to come out and skate. Something that I really hope this Angels team decides they want to do when they come out and play a very fast-moving Prior Lake here this evening at 8 o'clock. that'll do it for us here with game number 2 in Hutchinson. And as I stated, we'll be back at it here this evening at 8 o'clock to face off against the Prior Lake Lakers. As always, until then,